Kashmir Black Day, the 27th of October 2022. Each year, October 27th is observed as Kashmir Black Day to mark protest and resentment by Kashmiris around the world in commemorating the forced occupation by Indian security forces of the Jammu and Kashmir Valley. It was on the 27th of October in 1947 when Indian troops invaded Jammu and Kashmir and occupied it in total violation of the partition plan of the subcontinent and against the Kashmiris' aspirations. Indian security forces landed in Srinagar to illegally occupy the territory and subjugate people of Jammu and Kashmir in clear violation of international law and humanitarian norms. On the 5th of August 2019, India moved to alter the disputed status of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and change its demographic structure. The illegal and unilateral Indian actions have been rejected by the Kashmiri people, by Pakistan, and by the international community for being in violation of international law, relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions, and India's own solemn commitments made bilaterally to Pakistan as well as to the people of occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Over 900,000 Indian occupation forces, holding 8 million Kashmiris, have turned the occupied territory into the world's largest open prison. Kashmiris have been prisoners in their own homes, aliens in their own land, and unable to walk freely on their own streets. India's inhuman military siege, continued blockade, continuing torture and brutal repression, and attempts to change the demographic structure of the occupied territory have shown the real face of the Hindutva-driven RSS-BJP regime and its extremist designs. The international media and human rights organizations continue to document the tragedy of Kashmir as it goes on unfolding. Despite the horrendous nature and scale of Indian atrocities, and facing the worst form of Indian state, terrorism, the people of Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir have demonstrated remarkable courage, strength and resilience. They have proved that India cannot break their will with the use of brute force. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and world over will observe Black Day on today to convey a strong message to the world that they reject illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir by India. It urged the global community to give up its criminal silence on the Indian brutalities in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and take practical steps to force New Delhi to give the Kashmiris their right to self-determination as per the UN Security Council resolutions. However, more than 1.5 billion people of the region deserve to see the dawn of peace and prosperity, which has been held hostage to the gross, consistent and systematic violations of human rights in Indian-occupied Kashmir and complete disregard to the UN Security Council resolutions. We pay homage to the sacrifices of our brethren in Indian-occupied Kashmir and reiterate our unflinching and steadfast moral, diplomatic and political support for the just cause of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. This support will continue till the realization of the lawful right to self-determination of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.